right, this time we are connected. We got the links that are correctly selected. And the stream will start real soon. We're just gonna wait for the ads and we'll croon. What? It's such an old word. Old-timey. But I'm an old man, but I'm not very slimy. Just making noise and waiting. Wow, I'm hesitating. Making rhymes for no reason, cause it's the end of summer season. Is this live? My microphone is stuck. Reasonable. Reasonable setup. What's going on here? Check 1, 2, and everything's good. Meow, 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 meow. I'm not sure how long the ads last, but they know they're there for a minute, not fast. So I'll take my time, but if you've paid to avoid the ad, then you're stayed while listening to me without no screen. Making up rhymes, it's a nightmare dream. All right. Hello, and welcome once again to Streamlabs Art Stream. Where's my pen? My name is Curtis, and of course, with me as always is Kevin. And I am a little square with eyes, and I'm adorable. And it's no surprise that I'll be here until the day you die, Sarah. Curtis, not Sarah. Hey, smiling face. A casual? A casual. And Waleed Mirza, Stars Angel 72 says hello. Panda VR2. Everyone wants to take some time to call me AI, but I'm just the I and the art team guy, doing what I can, entertain my friends, try not to offend. Vortex, hello, Holgado. Dami 3-peat, I'm here to let you know. I don't know what's going on first quarter. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know either. Hello. Anyway, as people file in, Night Badaz, exclamation point giveaway in the chat, and that will take you to the Google Doc where you can request some art. So get into that request box, exclamation point giveaway. Fill it out the best you can. I will keep reminding people, your social media is not Twitch. Your social media is not Twitter. It is at whatever your name is. So when I try to find whatever it is you're talking about, when you're like, draw my character, you don't exist because you're not Twitch. Have a good day, Stars, Angels, and Panda VRs, bowling for scandals, mafioso. OMG, I'm here with you. But I don't know a thing about Streamlabs, but I'm trying my best. I don't know a thing about Streamlabs either. That's not true. I know enough. I know enough to get by. But for the most part, I'm one of the art guys in the art team. So when you see a Kevin floating around, usually I made that. Ghostface! And going into somebody else's channel to say, I need new followers is not the way to get new followers. That's a way to be annoying in someone else's channel. But the way to get followers is to be compassionate, caring, fun, interesting in a chat room so that people go, hey, this person is fun and I would like to follow them. If they have a channel, I will watch them later. Because right now, I'm the show. This is my channel, and we're here to talk about what I'm doing. Super Snipe, hi, Mafioso. So yeah, exclamation point giveaway. And add to the request form. I'm gonna refresh, and then oh, everything just got real slow. And then I'll draw some stuff. And like last week, we did this little bat for somebody. And if you did request something in previous week, make sure to check your junk mail. Because it's probably in your junk mail or where have you, or wherever. So just, so you don't lose stuff that I've sent. N-Track, I believe I did another chicken for N-Track. Some ruffs, some weird zombie bunny for somebody. A doggy, a criminal, there's some variations, a cat potato. All kinds of fun stuff. Hello! There you go, Ghostface. Now you're playing the game. Streamlabs is not an AI. It's never been an AI. There is a chatbot that is, more recently more fueled by AI. But for the most part, it's a bunch of people programming and making stuff. And yeah, when art is made, it's usually like me or Albert or Omar or Corbin, or it's farmed out to some real people. And then when those people submit AI art, it is thrown in the garbage, and we don't deal with those people anymore. But yeah, the robot that talks in your chat is a robot. And we also have new. Ooh, dare I? Anyway, add some stuff to the request form. I want to dig through some new requests. Please and thank you. Exclamation point giveaway. Ask for an emote, some sort of logo, some sort of on-screen visual. And a new thing. Speaking of technically AI controls. Oh, I'd never remember how to do anything. Add source. Where did you go? I don't know. Alright, I'm just going to go here, grab this guy, and go back to the drawing camera. Let's paste this little guy in here. So yeah, there's 2D avatars now. So I spent, I don't know, a couple weeks, 2 months, just randomly making a bunch of little characters like this guy. So that when you do use the AI assistant to tell your computer to mute or do stuff, it does that and checks things. Again, I'm very just hands-on with things. But technically, I think this should work. I can talk to this guy. Similarly, like when I talk to Kevin, I'm the AI. There you go again, pretending like I'm not really here, Sarah. Look at me floating, and my little antenna's glowing, and everything's cool, and everything's real. I'm also here, and, I like to say that I'm basically real as well, even though I exist more or less under the same properties of the sidekicks, except, you're the only one that controls me, and I'm not available for anybody. That's correct. That's my cat. That's Kevin. And then we got these little guys. I don't know, the mushroom and the ghost are my favorite. They're just extra squishy. There's some glasses accessories. There's some hat accessories. I think if I just do this. Hey, Avatar, tell me a joke. Okay, I don't think I have it set up right. I changed some settings before, and I don't remember what I did. Okay, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I should be able to talk to this guy and stuff, but I have stuff to do. So anyway, Alright, I'm going to Google what this means and see if I can draw this. Even though I have to keep telling people, your logo can't be somebody else's logo. Your logo can't be, somebody else's character, somebody else's company. That's not how having a logo works. Alright, I guess I have to ask. Stars... Wait. What was the name again? Stars Angels, right? Stars Angel. Stars Angel. If you're still in the chat, is Kojo from The Rookie a dog? Because when I Google it, I get a dog. So I'm going to assume it's that dog? That seems to be what's coming up, right? It's not the guy with the dog. So we're going to draw that. We're just going to pretend it's a dog because, yeah, having somebody else's animals or what have you as your logo is not how logos work. But anyway. Oh, set CJ. Gross. Anyway. Oh, it's Friday. It's Friday. Everyone's having a good time on Friday. Should I ruffle with gray? Let's go with blue. Blue. There we go. Okay. First things first. Let's maybe get it so I can see what this dog looks like on my screen. Instead of just trying to remember what he looks like. Go with this one, I guess. Pull this up to the side. There we go. That should be enough. That should be enough. If Thatch King, what did you bring to dinner today? If Thatch the King, I know I'm not breaking that down correctly. I'm just having fun. Louis 1701 exclamation point giveaway. If you want to go over to the request form and fill out the request form as best you can, or even better, describe what you want, if it is a logo or an emote, and please leave a link, in the part where it says your social media or channel or whatever, to whatever your Twitch channel is, to whatever your YouTube channel is, or at least your social media, so that if and when you do say, give me some information or a lack of information that's like, hey, I just want a picture of me, and that I'm combing the internet and you just don't exist. I can't find you because whatever name you've provided is not the same as your social media name. You know how it is. You guys know. I'm old and you're mostly young, I assume. And you know how the internet works. Alright, so we're just making some rough, sketchy construction lines here. Try to figure out what I want to do to draw this dog. I'm listening to... Did I reset? Is this music even going out? This is set right? Yes, there we go. Or am I being weird and sounding crazy? Referencing music that's not there, and everything's hazy. Oh no! I can fly high, a butterfly in the sky, 'cause I'm a Thatch King. And I'm a pilot, and I bring pilot wings, and I've got soul. Hey there, flyboy, do a barrel roll, Thatch King. The other thing I do throughout the whole stream is play a little fun with thinking of words that rhyme as I read through the chat. Word association. And then I lose it. I'll look at something else on the screen and think I should be drawing and I need a drink. It's hot in here like I can't believe. The rest of the apartment is like an leave. Doesn't cause pain. Saul Martin. Oh, the music was too slow, Saul. The music was too slow. But you know where I was going. If I lower this a little bit. Gas station, neon sign, orange and red lights. Something and I say goodbye. Stuck on the train to Chicago, and I say, damn it. How long has it been since I listened to that song? It's not stuck in my head anymore. It's not stuck in my head anymore. The Train to Chicago song. Stuck on the plane to Chicago and I feel alright. I've got a something and something and lemonade. I think it should be a happy dog, probably. It should be a happy dog. Right now, we're just still in the phase of randomly drawing some things. Just randomly drawing some lines. Until that Michelangelo starts to try and crawl out from the marble and say, here I am. Here I am. Michelangelo didn't crawl out from the marble. Michelangelo found David in the marble. Got it backwards. I also almost said Da Vinci. You're a pilot. You can't be up there thinking about line weights and other drawing terms and whatnot. You've got people's lives in your hands, keeping them floating above the sky. Nobody's keeping me. No. You sit there and you don't keep me floating in the sky at all. I'm doing it all on my own. Look at me, just hovering around. And I don't have an airplane. I don't get the same kudos that you're giving to the Thatch King. I don't get the same kudos at all, Sarah. Still not my name. The Den of Tims, the Den of Tims. How many dens and how many hymns? It's a studio where you can go and find all the Tims that you don't know. How can I send you a reference image? You can't. You can't. It's not the game we're playing here today, Louis. It's not the game we're playing. You put your suggestion in a thing. If you put a link to your social media and you put whatever your reference image is at the top of your social media or tagged or pinned or what have you and reference it in there. And I'm still not promising that I'm going to get to anybody or get to everybody's thing that's in the suggestion. Sometimes I see them and I just go, I'm not drawing that. It's not my jam. Raquel me, Raquel you, ready for Twitch cons and what do you do? Oh yeah, TwitchCon San Diego's coming up next. Brand new Kevin plushie. Couldn't think of the word plushie. Brand new Kevin plush that I designed last month, the month before. There's probably a prototype of it that exists somewhere. Nine Tims? That's so many Tims that it really is a den of Tims. Oh, wow. I thought the B Might have been something else, like possibly Den of Tim BS Studios, which might also be a double entendre that you're going for. I don't know, but I'm enjoying it more that there's actually a Den of Tims. That genuinely delighted me. That genuinely delighted me. Is our Tib in the Den of Tim Studios, do you think? Ask him about our Tib. I bet our Tib is in there. Is our sweetest, best Tib in the whole world in the Den of Tims? Hey Tib, hey Den of Tims, answer my question. I am a cat, and I find things unacceptable. And it's the last name, so it's the Den of last name Tim. You probably don't have our Tim in there. Don't listen to him. He's a troublemaker. I'm in the middle of writing a whole short cartoon about how he's a troublemaker. And carry my guitar and synthesizer and bring it to stream. Realize here we're making some tunes and we're doing it live. I ran out of thoughts, so I thought I would dive out of the way. Bro, are you Streamlabs Celia Souza? No, I'm not, nor am I a Yakuza. Then why do you wear the Streamlabs shirt, Sarah? You have me on your shirt, you're on the Streamlabs channel, and I'm sitting here floating, being the Kevin of Streamlabs. How dare you act like you're not Streamlabs today, Sarah? Of all people, Kevin, of all people, you know. I'm Curtis, this is Kevin, and exclamation point giveaway in the chat. I work for the art team, the creative team at Streamlabs, and as many Fridays as I can handle. Last week, my sinuses were like, hey, the weather. We got a bunch of tropical storms and whatnot, so there's a bunch of weird pressure in the air, and my sinuses were like, gotcha, you got a cold, so we'll crank up the pressure to as if you have a cold and give you a sinus headache. And I'm like, no, that's just the weather outside. That's just the pressure of the air pressure. You don't need to. My sinus is like, gotcha, cranked all the way to full, enjoy your migraine. So I skipped it. It still didn't work. I just knew that I couldn't handle talking. You're watching streams and talking and chatting while you're landing a plane. Are you really a pilot? Because, guys, if Thatch King, somebody keep an eye on this guy. Somebody keep an eye on this person. Drums. Just like John Lennon's hero, Ringo. Reference to Comedy Bang Bang. Yeah. I mean, I can't promise I have any answers. I often say I don't, or I'll direct you to the, I will direct you to the, I'll try to direct you there, but I can't think of the name. Support. I'll direct you to the support channel, exclamation point support if you have specific issues, concerns, questions about your Streamlabs OBS, settings, what have you. Who's the cube guy, Jennifer? Who's the cube guy? The guy from my shirt? The guy from there? Also, if you look right behind him, there's a plush Kevin right there. If I just move this slightly, Kevin float there. There's a little plush Kevin there and a little plush Kevin under floating Kevin. It's Kevin. I'm Kevin. That's who I am. I'm a magical cube. I'm not trying to be rude. Don't call me Raphael and I won't go to hell. Unnecessary rhymes. I'm here all the time. I'm the mascot, it's fine. Jennifer. And then sometimes I pretend to be Kevin. Don't you dare say that you pretend to be me. Never ever use my name in my vicinity. Why do I keep rhyming today? What's going on with that? I don't know. Normally it's my thing. It's Friday. And yeah, that's his name. That is his name. Some call him Kevy, some call him Kev, some call him Streamlabs, but that's not his name. And that's not the beat of that song either. I don't know. Sometimes... Just drawing some circles and just trying to have an idea at the same time while I'm also trying to read things. You can't use autopilot to... Actually, I guess you can use autopilot to land. I'm just so afraid of the sky and heights. One of the last times I was on like a real small plane, and they were coming in for a landing, and we were like right up front, and I've never been able to like see out the front window of a plane before, and I don't want to I don't ever want to see out the front window of a plane ever again. But fully there's no staff or anything. It was just like there's like 20 of us on this plane. There's a pilot, there's a co-pilot, and the pilot was like, "Hey guys, if you have any questions, concerns, basically just come up to the cockpit and ask me, because this is just a quick small flight, and it's just up here, and we've got everything under control." And in I'm gonna say a slight fit of anxiety, I was in the very front of the plane, and I kind of mildly didn't stand up, but just sat up straighter and kind of turned around, and I was like, "Hey, let's not do that, everybody. Let's all leave the pilots alone." And then they just sat back down, where it was like, "Can't believe I just did that, but I also want everyone genuinely to leave the pilots alone." It's like partially like, "Hey, this is a funny bit," but also I would like to survive. I'm afraid of being in the sky. But then, yeah, when the plane came in for a landing, don't look at me like that, Kevin. I still kind of picture a plane goes down to the ground, but it was really just like, boop, we're just gonna aim this straight at the ground. This is the same direction as crashing. This is the same direction as crashing. I'm looking at the ground coming up towards it. It was like, I can't, and now I can't look away. If I closed my eyes or something, looked away beforehand, but now I'm like, I have to see this through to the bitter end. I have to stare this horror show in the face, and just be afraid. Just be afraid. This dog has a weird head shape. I don't know how. I want to cartoonify it, but then it kind of just turns into a whole different thing. This. Everything about this dog is weird. I don't like it. But I also don't want to give up. Weird floppy ears. I think I'm going to try and go with a sharper. Oh, I would never. Even listening, or if a movie comes on a plane that takes place in a plane, I just get really freaked out. I get really freaked, even though if there's not a plane crash, nothing. It's just like, now you're in the sky, I'm in the sky. I'm thinking too much about the fact that I'm in the sky, and once I get to a point where I look at the floor of the plane, and I start just mentally seeing through the floor to the, thousands and thousands of feet to the ground and or water, knowing that if I drop from here and I'll be like, yay, I landed in the water, I'm gonna be like, wow, water's like concrete from that height. Or just as bad, hey, I landed in the middle of the ocean and I survived. Now I'll just wait to die in the middle of the ocean and or be eaten by something. It's a scary place, Mr. Timms. Of course, the same thing, I don't know, I get nervous if I think about the water too much, the same deal where I'm like, as a child, spent 1,000 hours of my time just trying to catch crabs and eels and whatever else was in the water, hoping to see weird stuff, even though I was simultaneously terrified of them, all of the things in the water. Now that I'm older and should know better, I realize that the knowing better is that stuff is dangerous and scary in the ocean. Soda Cool Gamer, shake it up and watch it fizz. Watch it be an entertainer. Don't get any sugar on your keyboard quiz. I know, Kevin, that didn't make sense. buttons in a plane too. Way too many buttons. Something around it. Thanks, Mr. Timms. It's going down, Mr. Timber. Don't know enough of that song. The problem with these bulldogs and trying to turn them into a fun logo is they're very sad looking, just so sad. Oh wait, there's pictures of this dog smiling. What if I just looked at one of those? If I just looked at one of the smiling versions. Oh. Looks like Hudson, but different shades. Everything I do is on a Mac. Everything Windows sets me back. Haven't touched Windows in so long, and every time I do, something goes wrong. Didn't need to answer in a song. Don't know why I did that. But that's how I roll. It's just what we do here. If you don't like it, feel free to scroll. Okay. Oh yeah, that weird layer is still like that. I don't know why. I don't know why. But anyway, still kind of thinking out loud here. Let's go with an 8 brush. It's been a long time getting from there to here. For a lot of things I've tried to use Windows, and then I disappear. It's so weird. Why are your ears like this, dog? Why? But I'm also a cranky old man, set in my ways for many a years. Let's think about that part later. Forehead wrinkle, because that's how they roll, that's how they do. Wrinkly faces, wrinkled for you. Don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picturing. Chew toy, chew toe, 27 year. How do you do? What do you hear? Is everything cool? Is everything clear? Did you expect me to react like this? Was this cool or is it a mess? And Kirby Kev, if you get the gist. Stephen King's Mist. Bending lines. No, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I hate drawing. It takes so little. It takes so very little to be like, I think I know what I'm doing now. I think I have a handle on this. And then somewhere in the back of my brain, someone reminds you that you should refrain. You should not draw ever again, Sarah. Do that. Don't be the negative voice in my head, please. And or thank you. I'll do my best, but as we both know, the negative voice in your head is coming from within inside the house. Sarah. My name's Curtis. This is Kevin. Oh, man. In not so many words, way to really bring down the room, Mr. Timms. I don't even know what that other one is. I know I just recently heard about it, but it definitely doesn't stick in my head. Until someone brings it up. But very sad. All the best. Wait, who is Tim? Oh, okay. Yes, never mind. Oh, I'm awful. I'm awful. For some strange reason, the Peter usurped the Tim in my brain. But yeah, very sad week, or very sad past couple of hours, basically, like past 2 days. Like my friend Mike, speaking of Tim Curry, but I would talk about the Congo to Mike all the time for no reason whatsoever. You're just like, hey, I don't know, or like, your favorite movie's Congo? Like, it's not my, it was like, I really like the book, is awesome, and it is kind of my favorite movie for certain reasons. There's so many things I love about the movie Congo, but you know, the the similarities to the book are fairly few and far between, and it's kind of almost about a different thing. But mostly I just talk about how like amazing Tim Curry is in that movie, because he's just there acting and having a great time. They all know that they're in just a treacherous place, and there's a very good chance they could all get killed while trying to film this movie. A bunch of scenes where like, hey, they're shooting down planes over there. Those aren't scenes from the movie. Those are just, hey, somebody throw a camera on that because they're genuinely shooting down planes. Now we're going to go get in a plane and trying to get shot down when we make a movie with a puppet gorilla over here. And anyway, in spite of all that, Tim Curry is just beyond amazing. Just beyond, and I mean, and so is Ernie Hudson. So at one convention years ago, Mike was like hanging out with his friend, whose friend's job was to like, chauffeur around to guide Ernie Hudson. And I get in the mail this autographed picture that's on my kitchen wall right now of Ernie Hudson. All because Mike was like, hey, Ernie Hudson, like my friend Curtis, like, Congo is his favorite movie. Like, he was a huge fan of you. Which isn't not true, but I'm not like, Ernie Hudson. There just was a time, is a time when I'm just like, Ernie Hudson said some like really real things where it's like, yeah, I don't just get called up to be like, hey, come be at this thing. You're a famous person, Ernie Hudson. Like, no, I have to use my agent or physically call myself and be like, hey, I'm Ernie Hudson. I was in Ghostbusters. Can I be at your thing? And they're like, yeah, of course, Ernie Hudson. We'd love for you to be at your thing. We never would think in a million years you would want to be at our thing. He's just like such a real person. It's always super cool when you find out that, somebody that's been somewhat bigger than life, your whole life, is still like, hey, by the way, I'm not a monster. Isn't that cool? That is. It's so refreshing these days. I don't think I've ever actually watched Clue. I think I was mostly fairly afraid of Tim Curry for most of my childhood. Like, he was very good at being Tim Curry. And creepy and whatnot. I did this painting once of Frankenfurter. That's his name, right? Of the Tim Curry Frankenfurter, the shot where he's like draped over the I want to say throne. There we go. Except for the dinosaur head. I forget which kind of dinosaur head I gave him. Because sometimes I do that. I've got a couple books where it's just like, hey, it's kind of pin-up pictures with dinosaur heads, and a lot of them are movie references. And out of all the things I've ever drawn, like, very rarely somebody's like, hey, can I buy this? Like, what? This is just an Instagram post, but yes. And they lived close enough by that I was like, yeah, I can meet you. I'll make a 45-minute drive to sell you this picture, this painting that I did. Because a lot of the time, it's just very much about, it's like, I'm not going to put this on my wall. They're full already. And, I'm getting something on people's walls. Sad. I still need some of that droopiness in there. Honestly, nothing worse. Cassine has nothing worse. Hating and drawing while you're drawing it. But still seeing some of the potential lying therein. Have a good day, Tims of the Den. Oh, I missed that. Was that Uncle Leo? Did that say Uncle Leo? Uncle Elon Radio. There we go. And if you have an empire, you better be wary. 'Cause in your empire is something scary. Excuse me, is your name Gur? Because here comes the Sir. Sir Destroyer of Empires enters the room. Gravelly voice needs some water. And can't be too soon. Do that. And sometimes this is my day, just thinking with my pen in every possible way. Do a rough and clean it up, and then a lot of the times go, no, that's no good. Let's go to another frame and do something else. Sometimes I'm just straight up doing, here's an illustration, draw a dog, here's a drawing of a dog. Other times I'm like really genuinely trying to think, let's do something stylized, let's do something different, let's, think outside the buns and the boxes. Do something with negative space instead of, just a straightforward image. Like, what am I doing with his nose right now? I'm not quite sure. But I don't really have that ability to completely form an image in my head before I draw it. I have to, the images in my brain are actually just a list of shapes and some vague instructions, and occasionally my brain will be like, hey, here's a quick peek. Huh? Did you see it? I hope you memorized it. It was blurry and far away from the camera inside your brain. And then the other half of my brain has to be like, are you kidding me? Am I in control of this or not? And the other half being like, I don't know, dog. It's confusing in here. You're gonna have to figure this out on paper. And other times I'm just like, oh, I know what that needs to be. No problem. Let me just transfer these thoughts in my head easily into a picture drawing. And sometimes I'm not even drawing. I'm just sitting here bending lines going, well, what if this goes this way? What if this goes that way? Animal Crossing, Flow-O-Z's, I can't see the rest. Official. Wait a minute. Since when do bot accounts take time to stream? It's not a bot account. The chatbot is separate from the company. This tune isn't working for me. But my name is Curtis. This is Kevin. The logo. I am the alpha and the omega of the Streamlabs. I have all the power in the palm of my antenna. I don't know. Anyway, carry on drawing. And yeah, sometimes Kevin, quote unquote, you know, the chatbot that is Streamlabs, does all the things in your chats and whatnot. But every once in a while, that robot in the chat is one of the Streamlabs people that's just like, hey, we're gonna have some fun. And they jump in there and give away some, I don't know enough about things. Discount codes? Sign up, login codes and whatnot for free. And ultra trials. Gifted subs and whatnot. But there was quite a while where every week I would usually do Fridays and then Wednesdays, if not Tuesdays. Either Eric would take over the channel, who he runs the social media. He's a real person, not an AI robot. And also occasionally a streamer. Just somebody within the Streamlabs community would also take over the channel, and they would just do their stream, basically. And or spend the time like answering questions about like, hey, you got tens of thousands of followers? How did you do that? What's that all about? Why do people like you and not me? And just talking about what they've learned in the streaming sphere. If I was in another program, this part would go different. Yeah, something like that. This is almost being something. This line's gonna have to go. But anyway, I meant to say this as well. Animal Crossing et al. This is the Friday art stream. My name is Curtis. This is Kevin. If you would like to request an emote or a logo type of illustration, just an image for on screen in your chat. His nose is looking weirder by the second. Exclamation point giveaway in the chat. And that should bring you to the Google Drive, the Google Doc. And you add to the list. And every Friday, I grab something from the list and draw it, and hopefully do it before the end of the afternoon. I'm already taking 1,000 hours on this dog. Because sometimes drawings go that way. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I got this. Somebody will ask for something and, 4 minutes later, but like, done. Easy. I dare you to challenge me. But I never do that because I don't actually want to be challenged. I'm not here to dare anybody. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Oh, sweet damn it. The only rhyme I could think of was up on the shelf, and I hate that rhyme more than anything else, and I wish it would drop and just go away, but it's always there and it's something to say. If you got nothing that you're trying to rhyme in a dubitable time. I was just trying to drift into a rhyme about how rhyming time with rhyme is also irritating, and then I irritated myself during that very thought. During that very thought. It's starting to look like a dog. It's starting to look right. Right? I want to make some like big fat pen line. Blobby details, but also I don't think it really fits. I think I just like those. Anyway. Hey, this blog, blah, 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 that's not me. It's something for Albert to see. Hunched over harder. How can I make my neck feel worse later? Alright, let's go back to this. This is good enough for reference. I don't know what just happened. Move this around here. It's probably gonna fill that in. Just give it a highlight. Not too sharp. Keeps looking like Predator mouth. I know I'm overthinking it. Like where? It's hard. Just try to make sure it looks like there's big jowls and not teeth. He's got that presidential neck thing. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Nobody can prove it. Do not rewind that back. Okay, I think this might be closer. Mike Rosensky got a big heart. For the Streamlabs, they will never part. If you want to stream, that's Mike's team. Just something. Unless you're saying that 3 Streamlabs are better than 1 mic with the greater than sign. Straight right, the greater than. The alligator wants to eat. The thing that's better than, greater than. Up in the sky, it's the Mike Rosen guy. Doesn't need to be shy. Oh, no, there's not enough room for it, and it looks too weird. Let's settle this down. Let's make sure this doesn't get too presidential. I didn't say it again. Up this way. Draw this way. Make the wanna line? Make the line I want to see. Just do what I want for me. Don't need any eccentricity. Alright, there. Now we can add the folds. Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. Nope. Hey. Uh-oh. Something broke. 1 second. Hey, you were meowing earlier? I thought you were talking to me. But then the button didn't work because you had to reset because you're not good at anything. Didn't think it was going to turn into a you're not good at anything thing. I mean, usually when I talk, that's what that's all about. Is this my voice? I can't remember how my voice works. Yeah, it happens. Yeah. I'm hating this a lot less now. Touching the microphone. It's totally fine. I'm still at home. That's where I want to always be. In my home is where I like to see me. I don't want to. Sometimes I'm just like, I just don't want to. I don't want to draw. I don't want to connect this jowl. I want it to be. I want it to be a little less disconcerting. It's not necessary. Yeah, let's get rid of this. I don't know. No split line is too prominent. Now we get crazy, and we'll try some details that are not too detailed. But still fun for me. Fun for me is really what matters. I'm still streaming, right? It didn't say the stream ended. But every once in a while, I'm not sure if I'm actually just sitting here talking to myself. But I also really don't want to connect this. Let's have this away. Oh. And those eyes. Just a slight little overshoot of that line. Oh, I don't like this one anymore. All right, now back to hemming and hawing about the eyes again. Do one of these. Queen, they saved every one of us. You are immortal. You have inside you blood of queens. Ha! Ha! This music doesn't really go along with the Highlander theme that is playing in my head at the same time. You have no rivals. No man can be your equal. Take me to the future of your world. Born to be kings, princes of the universe, fighting and free. We're here for your love and we'll make our stand. We were born to be princes of the universe. Universe. Ooh, I like that shape better. Wonky and weird, he don't have a beard, he looks kind of a little bit scared. But that's how a bulldog face goes. They don't know that they can't breathe. They've been bred to be perceived. Adorable, and you can't believe these bulldogs are happy as can be. I like that shape. Let's go with this shape. And here's our dark. Technically there's some over on this side. Fear. There. Face. Excuse me. Some dark spots down here. Fix this little bloop in the line. Little bloops show up all the time. And the song is over, and I continue to rhyme. This lo-fi beat sounds the same as the last one, and I can't be one of the last ones. No, that's the same word. It's the same word. Okay. Oops. What did I just do? Apparently the button on my pen is a shortcut to go to the symbol in the library. Shadowy type areas. Just want to put some of those. Big old whisker pores, or whatever you want to call them. Those whisker holes that dogs have in their faces. We're all animals. And me, I guess. Why can't I be satisfied with just putting a dot on the screen and walking away? I can't. And now I hate them. And change my mind about the things I make. It's just how it goes, not trying to be fake. If I could hang out with Ricky Lake. Let's not connect this. We'll just have a little bit of fun with shapes and color. Maybe I'm only going to draw one thing today. Father Dog looks like a priest. Some kind of holy beast. Watch your fingers, or he'll have a feast. Cujo times. All right. Okay. Let's add some color, see what this turns into. I'm not sure yet still what I'm doing. No, I don't want to do that. So I want to connect this. I feel like it makes more sense if I do. It'll fix everything or make everything more finite and connected. Now, let's see that the way it was. And then let's go to this. Connect this here. Oops. Bing. a scout. And if you're new into the chat room in the last little while and I haven't mentioned it, exclamation point giveaway on fill out the Google Doc, and it will add your request for a logo or an emote or what have you to the request list. And during Friday streams, and sometimes if I'm not too busy, during non-streams, I try to draw stuff from the list and then I'll send it to you. Check your junk mails. Check your junk mails. Let's change this background to a bit of a gray so we can see what we're doing. White, and then brown. No. No, too much. This is just right. Just right. Wow, the chat is never this quiet. Not that I'm complaining. 500, that's crazy. 556 people watching. That's how many people it says are in the stream. That's too many, it gives me anxiety. But that's why I'm here and not in between. A little ditty about Jack and Diane. Two little kids growing up in the high ground. Jackie gonna be a football star, kicking off Bobby Brooks in the back of a car. I say it. Alright, let's go with this. It's gonna be too red. There it is. It is. The redness. There we go. Line. Already painted it. getting dark in his face. Gonna lose details. Gonna lose office space. Microphone. There we go. Okay, and then let's come around here. Boop. No, still need there. Maybe more or less gray. Hi CSXT 2647 I see. Is that the time? Or am I just facilitating rhyme? I did the thing that I previously said that I hate when it happens, but I did it again. Rhyming time with rhyme doesn't make me feel fine or sublime. How do you use the 2D sidekick as a VTuber? You don't. You don't. You get yourself a VTuber character or a setup or system. And that, you know, does your VO, does your lip sync and movements while you do it. The sidekicks are sidekicks. You don't get to be them. There, let's put a highlight here, just some shines. Hey, ear shadow there. Boop, boop. So dark. Alright. Saturation. A little bit grayer. I just think that's not going to register as a shininess, and it's going to more come across as teeth. I like that, but it feels wrong. But it feels real wrong. This doesn't make any sense, but I'm doing it anyway. Just a little bit of depth. Even though lighting-wise, it doesn't make any sense. Yes, if you've been here for the past hour and a half or so, you'll probably remember when I said, I'm going to just not do like a straight up illustration of a dog. We can do something more stylized and singular and whatnot. And now I'm just doing an illustration of a dog. Scarlet Solace in a room full of dogs, watching dogs draw dogs. Hey dog, it can't be wrong, and you're not a frog, and if you kiss one they'll turn into a princely dog. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. If you're a dog and you've got a dog you can see, it's the Scarlet Solace tree. That doesn't make sense, and I mean no offense, just saying some things in wordy association. Aaliyah. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-bee. Oops. Now, Grandmaster Mademoiselle Solace, why are you in a room full of dogs? How is the why of the what? Why are you in a room full of dogs? I assume it's a good thing. Just everyone bring your dog to work day, and everyone did, and it's wonderful. Or you're just at the vet waiting your turn to get pills to keep your own dog from probably scratching. It's always scratching. It's always, oh, this guy's trying to scratch his own face off. Is there a medication we can get for this? The buckle. smoothness, some amorphous shine. Smooth it out a little bit. Make it slightly less amorphous because of obsessive compulsive behaviors. Boop. Make this part darker. We'll get rid of all of these lines. See if I hate myself. I still do, but you know. Not enough to start over completely. Smoothness, so it's not too rough. And speaking of rough, that's what a dog says. Alright, now we've got a picture of a dog head. That technically still isn't a logo. That's just an illustration of a dog head. Screen is trying to adjust the brightness. No, I can't see anything that's on my screen. There we go. Big old bulldog eye bags. There, we got a super sad dog. That was important. That was an important piece of color. And I wish I was lying. Because I do believe that. Now, where's the name? I guess I should include the name. This. Then we play everybody's favorite game, the font scrolling game. Which usually involves a little more than just scrolling. Like that actually. But I always like rough, sketchy text. Derpy! How's it going? I was busy looking at fonts over here. How's the derp? Not a twerp. Celebrating things in your stories. Or reels. I forget which is which. You went to behind the scenes concerts? Wow. What's it like seeing behind the scenes of a concert? You insufferable old man. It's the band behind the scenes, not the term behind the scenes. They're a bunch of boy banding, dancing K-pop stars, Sarah. And they are the behind the scenes of everything. Now, I was joking. I don't know what it stands for, but it's not behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure it's not behind the scenes. But I am super old. That's awesome. Nobody doesn't have a bad time. Nobody doesn't. Everybody has a good time at a BTS concert. That's all I know. It's the only thing that I know. Is if you did do that, which I'm not saying, maybe you didn't and I'm calling you a liar, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, when one attends a BTS concert, it is very rare to be like, there wasn't enough BTS in that concert. It's all BTS all the time. All their hits, I assume. No, didn't mean to do that. Get rid of that line. Let's make this black for a second. Start a new file. I don't know what's going on with this one. Paste that there. And then we need a star. We're going to need a star. So I'm going to use the star tool. Start tool over, start tool over. You like everything I draw, Derpy. You like it all. It was very fun. I cried because it might be their last tour. Aren't they only like 17? Aren't they just getting started? Oh, it's been years, hasn't it? They've been going for like 10 years, haven't they? But you made it. You made it to at least the one. You can't be stopped. You had all the fun. You've got the memories, the photos, the vids. You won't hit the skids. If you keep it in your brain and your mind, it won't be hard. You can always find that the BTS are there in your heart, even when you've got a difficult farce. I wish I hadn't gone in that direction. But I did. It happens. Farts are silly and they're hard to avoid. Unlike that pizza-noid. He's all up in your business and he won't stop. Making your pizza a floopy old flop. And everybody can't get along and you can't call a cop on a pizza that's been real dropped. Clip, clop, horses. Alright, scale this down a little bit. Start down a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm not, pulling off any sort of genius design skillery at this moment. I'm just thinking and making stuff. A bunch of people are watching me do this, so it makes it more difficult to just straight up have some ideas and do them.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Hey, Seth Sully. No. I mean, I can't. I'm not Streamlabs. I mean, I'm wearing a Streamlabs shirt. I'm hanging out with the Streamlabs logo. Maybe I do his voice, and I'm drawing people in the Streamlabs universe. But I don't follow anybody. Sometimes people do. Most people just stop by to call me an AI. I'm just the art guy. I don't run this channel, don't run the social media. I just make heavens and things in between. I'm just some guy who exists in the behind the scenes. Speaking of the BTS, I'm just here making pictures and a lyrical mess. And if I do, I will address any questions, concerns at your behest. But I'm usually wrong, and I'll direct you to support because that's where you go. With my retort, I say, does it look like I know what I'm doing? I'm just sitting around here screwing up some drawings. So thirsty, but I kept going anyway. Alright, I want this to just be a generic star seed over. Alright, let's lock these layers. Pull this away. Pull this one. No. Yeah, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. This really doesn't make sense as a logo. This is just a bunch of craziness. Something different. Do it again. Copy and paste. Put it all over the place. It's becoming something. Something's happening. Do I like it? I don't know. I don't know. Kind of? Kind of love it? But just like with everything that I draw ever in life, the duality that is, hey, this is awesome. I'm having a great time and I love this. And, oh my God, I hate myself. Whoever told me I should draw pictures, they should be put in jail forever. Stars peeking around here. I'm not even using my pen now. It's that time of the day. I'm just doing stuff with a mouse. These three guys again. Let's fill this in a little bit. Sweet Vigilante, how's it going today? Here from Mexico, you know where to go. I've got the power to fight crimes illegally, vigilantly. I've got a mask and a cadre of guns. If you're committing crimes, I'm stopping them just for fun. Sweet Vigilante, back again, just chilling with me in the chat. How's it going? I hope it's rad. I'm not your dad. I hope everything is Friday cool and not sad. Alright, there we go. We got a million little stars. As if this poor little dog's face is some sort of fireworks factory. You're learning English with Streamlabs. Oh man, I'm sorry for how fast I talk and how none of my rhymes could possibly translate to Spanish. Wait, Spanish? No. Yeah, Spanish? Habla español. Yeah, that's right? I'm bad with geography, even if it's a place I've been before. And then there's a buttercream, getting bitter on the scene. I'm popping in to check the stream. Every weekend I'll be mean, but I do it for fun. And before we chill in the sun, it's Friday, the weekend, but maybe it'll be another stormy one. Rain's coming down all the time and the wind's coming in and everything is dying. Trees getting blown down. Wandering around town, wearing a crown, pretending I'm the king. Why don't you copy and paste? There you go. Alright, that's enough of that silliness for a minute. That's enough of that silliness. Let's go back to that font. kind of do want something like that. But not really. Oh, it's been every time I go for a walk, Bitter Cream, like a bunch of times I'm like, I'm going to go to the park, I'm going to sit under a tree by the water, and I'm going to do some writing. I'm going to work on some stuff that I want to write. And by the time I get to the park, which is literally like a 4-minute walk away, the nicest, sunniest, brightest day, Green Lantern's brightest light, and then all of a sudden I'm like 5 seconds from the park, and then just complete darkness. And I'm like, all right, well, it keeps the fires away, so I'm happy with that. But now I gotta mildly rush home before I get drenched. But there was like a hurricane, like the next province over, yesterday, the day before. Lost all track of time. Ooh, this one get bolder. No. Guideline here. Fix this all. Like, yeah, even now, it was like a super hot, like at lunchtime, it was like, it's the sunniest, hottest day all of a sudden. This room got very hot. And now, at a glance, I can feel it getting darker outside. The crack in the curtains that I can see. It is getting very cloudy. Probably be another night or evening of some rumbles and lightnings. Oh, it's been like, I don't know, when we had the last set of wildfires, I was like, well, no need to worry about wildfires, because it has not stopped raining. And there was still a lot of wildfires. Did I forget an A? It is Angel. Just start, Angel, in the morning star, Angel. Just use that star in the morning. Alright, now I changed my mind completely about this. Boop. Let's do this again. STAR ANGEL. Is it 7Z? Z7. Z2. KZP, OMG, Streamlabs is real, and I can see. Wait, what? Did you think that somebody thought that Streamlabs wasn't real? You were using the wrong voice right now. Hey, I can't believe you just did that. I can't believe you just did that at all. That's disgusting. How dare you? How dare you give me the wrong voice, Sarah? I was here trying to chastise you for being... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, go back to yourself. It's hot. I just said it's a hot day. I'm sweating like crazy. Oh, it's hard to keep track of who everyone is in this room. See, I want something rough and scrapey, but I know that the real answer is not that. fun time spent. Scrolling down through the same old font. I gotta delete this one because I never want to use it at all. But there's a million variations of that one while I'm just chilling. Trying to find a font I like. And then I will strike. Strike out and assemble the visuals. Okay, so I had another idea. There was something in my head where I was already picturing like chopping these stars and then having it just diagonal up here a little bit, but now I hate that idea. I'd like to do something interesting and not just same old nonsense. Something weird. Weird. Let's use some rulers. Define some of these shapes. Alright, it's okay if that pops off there. This has to. Why can't I select anything? There we go. We'll just mess around. We're just messing around. There are no rules. this L backwards. Will that read? Will people realize that's a backwards L, right? Yeah, that's right. I was a kid that, I would say, grew up on corn. I was almost an adult when I got into corn. With a backwards R. Alright, break this apart, group it. That was probably a mistake. Was probably real stupid. But it's fine. We've got lots of time. It's not a crime. Alright, let's move this up a bit. Stars. That. This one in. I don't know why I act like the canvas size matters. It does not. Just need a couple. Non Huaru Jiao. I want to get rid of that, the collar now, but I won't make any rash decisions just yet. Dare I? Actually, let's copy this all to another frame so that I still have everything separated. He says after he, there we go. Now we'll copy it to a separate frame, and then I'll break it all apart. This is gonna be crazy. So we can see what we're doing. Go around the edges. Pop, beep, boop, pop, beep. That should be everything there. And then we want this to be black. Fill it with that same black. Boop. Drop that behind. And now the text pops. Boop. group this. Copy, paste in place. And then do the opposite. Make sure I get everybody. Should be everybody. And then give it a white outline. Copy this white. Fill. Thinner. And you are the jester, hopping in on a quest. You are the jester. Wire. Giord. Jorda Jester, here you go. Gonna come in and drop a flow of words and rhymes that feel sublime. Let's go back to what I just did. Alright, this red collar, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Cats and stuff, cats and stuff, cats and stuff. It can't get rough. It's gonna meow when you've got some cats and stuff. You don't know how. Alright. I'm just gonna delete it. I'm just gonna delete the color on this. And it'll be fine. Actually, color on that one to hide the holes in behind. Geomaster with your geometry of justice. Thanks, cats and stuff. I'll say it turned out better than I expected, but I still kind of hate it. Mostly, I think it's just because he's so surprised. I don't think it's bad, but at the same time, I'm like, be less surprised. Copy this layer, paste. I was thinking I was doing it the opposite last time, where after the stream I was like, wait, did I keep calling him a geography guy when it's clearly geometry? And then I think I just flipped it in my head this week. It's a tale as old as time. In that geography grind. The only way to get to the good version is to do a bunch of bad versions first, cats and stuff. It's the only way. It doesn't really pop, but I kind of like it though. Let's do that with the stars as well. Kind of. There we go. Let's grab that color again. Do that to the stars. Das Süß. Nope, that's not German. I don't actually know any German. Except for the poop word. Alright, I'm getting rid of the that collar line. I hate it. It's making me crazy. I already filled this one in. There we go. Flip around. There we go. Wrong way. See you next Friday, Geomaster. I hope you traverse the world and cartography and see all the things that you do before we all die. That's morbid. More morbid than it should, but that's the way the world works. Thinking about the deadly things, whether or not you should. Like a nice little that. What if words? I like a nice little offset, extra thick outline, detail. The same down here, or up here, I should say. It's only forever. It's not long at all. Ooh, cats and stuff. There's a very good chance my answer to your Streamlabs question will be exclamation point support or streamlabs.com/support. They know all the answers. I talk to imaginary characters and draw things. I'm starting to stream, but I haven't figured out how to use Streamlabs. Oh, okay. Then you're going to want to start by using Streamlabs, and then you'll figure it out. But like I always say, most streams, the Streamlabs YouTube channel, streamlabs.com/YouTube. No, youtube.com/Streamlabs. There's just a ton of like getting started videos and you know, more detailed stuff. But even just going to the streamlabs.com, there's definitely like a getting started and a blog that's all the, you know, all the steps and whatnot of going from the getting started to doing all the stuff. But for the most part, you know, it basically like asks you what to do when you're like, when you get in there. It's like, here you go, and as long as you can like get your Twitch link in there. That's really the hardest part, is just making sure that's done. And then after that, it's just hit go live, and then you're going live. And then it's, you know, going through and finding the ideal sound settings, the ideal bandwidth settings, and then making or downloading your overlays. Scorch marked, everyone says hark. Watch out for the flames. This dragon's taking name. This beat is too off. I can't work with it. Not that I have any good sense of musical timing as it is, but it's just staccato enough that it's throwing me off. I don't want this to be a black outline here, but I do. So I just keep changing it till my brain explodes. Why don't you just select? Alright, let's take this one. This dark. Alright, I like this, but at the same time, I don't like how it cuts off his face. Aw, thanks, Scorchmark. Now that's how you enter a chat room. 'Cause I'm here for the fun till I disappear. 37, 31, 31. Maybe not at all. Like the text doesn't technically pop, but I like that it does kind of blend in, which is an issue of mine. I like when things don't pop out of control. Everything has a certain amount of uniformity. All right, I'm gonna copy this. Go back to the star layer. Paste. Approved, right? Yes. Fill it. Red outline. Boop. This. Still in the right place. Scale. Scale. There we go. Just put a bit of a dog shadow behind it. Alright, we're still in the group, so that didn't do anything. And we're in the group again. How do I keep doing this? There we go. Now we'll fill in these stars. Yeah. That's all the shape that I need. Then we'll go back out. And then there's a big dog shadow on those stars. Could it be brighter? Sure. Will I do more to it on Monday? Definitely not. I have a list of things that I have to do Monday already. Oh, snaps. Let me look at my work chat real quick actually. See if I've been tagged in anything. Alright. Somebody posted something that upset me, and I need to do the face palming emoji. That will do. And Checking things. Checking things. Checking things. All right, nobody's mad at me. So yeah, it's almost the end of the day. I've still got a handful of things to do. Let me get rid of the guides. But there's one logo. Like I say, I often will change these things. If you're new into the channel right now, oh my God, there's 1,000 viewers. That's too many people. Hey, Rostra. But yeah, exclamation point giveaway in the chat. Bring you to a Google Doc. Fill out a request for an emote or a logo of some kind. And almost every Friday, as many Fridays as I can handle or stand or I have time to do, depending on my actual regular Streamlabs workload of making Kevins and whatnot. Stop looking at me like that, Kevin. I'm merely casting judgment on you while you say things, Sarah. This is why I'm here. The ever judging gaze upon what it is that you do. If you're wasting my time. Anyway, back to you. And I hang out with Kevin. I talk to other imaginary characters. There is a bunch of there's the Streamlabs sidekick that you can have now in your Streamlabs setup. There's a whole library of them that can interact with you on your chat. There's a Kevin, and they talk and stuff. I don't know what I just did. Oh, there we go. Press the wrong button. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this guy. People love him. This go away. Oh yeah, back to the editor. There we go. Okay, so now there's a little ghost here. That's one of the things. So I just made a bunch of animated loops, basically the same way this Kevin works. The sidekicks work. I'll be making some more as time goes on, and like I said, I should be able to, but I think I've messed something up somewhere, but I should be able to. Hey, Mr. A really great stream. I should be able to talk to it just by holding down space, but I'm pretty sure I changed the shortcut key, and for some reason, I can no longer find what that is. Open this. Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay. So this should work. So in theory, let's try to talk to the avatar. I don't know what this one's voice sounds like. I haven't gone through most of them, if not any of them. Hello, avatar. Tell me a joke, please. I don't think he's listening to me. I messed something up somewhere. Avatar, respond. Can you hear me? Yeah. I definitely... Yeah, control with this, control with that. This is making it look bad, but I don't know how to do the things. I swear, I did... Right. Default microphone. Oh, that's why. It's not on the right microphone. There we go. I can save anywhere. Good? Yeah. Back to the editor. All right, let's try and talk to this ghost. Avatar, please say hello to me. Genuinely don't know what I'm doing wrong. It should be reacting through this. It's not too bad. They're relatively simple rigs. Like, this Kevin isn't a rig at all. It's just parts and stuff animated. Hey, mute my microphone. I don't know why he's not listening. I don't know why. I know it's my fault. Maybe the music is interfering. Sidekick, please, tell me a joke. All right, I promise I used this before. I don't think I did anything that should have broken it, but I definitely did. Next week I'll figure it out, and we'll talk to the Avatar a little bit. Or maybe I'll try and make the Kevins talk to each other. But now I don't. Now I wanted to do. Video, mute, unmute. Behavior, input device, check, 1, 2, yeah? 1, 2. Mute reminder. Yeah, they should be working. Volume is up, appearance. Let's give him some glasses. And back to editor, and there he is. I've been working on a link bought from online. It's interesting to get the movement to work. Yeah, I've only very recently started rigging things in different programs. Did my first After Effects rig this week, and that was driving me crazy. All right, what if I give him a name? Will that work? Sidekick. Customize your sidekick's name. Let's call him Steven. Steven. DJ Jackhammer. Hammering out the tunes. Back to the editor. Virtual sidekick. Space. Sidekick. I mean, Steven. Hello, Steven. Say hello. Unmute my microphone. Mute my microphone. Yeah, I did something wrong. I don't know what I did, but I somehow disconnected my connection to this thing. I promise it worked. And it works, but I don't know. I don't know. Am I not pressing space? Hello, Steven. Hello, Steven. Hello? Would you like to play a game? Well, like I said, same time next week, same channel. I do my best to be here. If I haven't drawn anything for you today, still go to the exclamation point giveaway in the chat, and still add a request for something to draw, and maybe that will be the first thing that I start on the next stream. And this is genuinely making me mildly crazy. Invisible. Control via stream. Blah, 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 blah. Open the app settings. Appearance is fine. We like all that. Default voice is fine. Behavior. I don't know. Let's crank this up. check. All right. It looks like it's receiving. He seems to be. Before I was like, I don't know. When I was trying to before, I was just like, mute the stream, unmute the stream. I'm going to change the hotkey. Let's try shift. All right, that's not what I want. Let's just try W. All right, it's saved. Now if I hit W. Hello, Steven.
Yo, Steven here. What are we fixing here? What are we fixing or gaming today?
All right, I shouldn't have called her Steven. DJ Velto. Tell me a joke, Steven.
I told my PC a joke. Now it just buffers aggressively.
I don't get that or understand it. But anyway, that's the sidekick. I don't know why I couldn't get it to work. I don't know what I changed. I really didn't change anything. But that's what we do. That's how it goes. If you have Ultra, and away you can go. It's another Friday. This you should know. I hope everyone has a great weekend and had a great week. This has been a great stream. It's been a relatively quiet chat room, which isn't a bad thing. I drew this thing. I drew this thing all stream. You know, I went through some slight iterations. Look at this smashed up face. That turned into this smashed up face. Good times. Good times. And all the things from the weeks before. So yeah, like I always say, like Batman always says, same bat time, same bat channel. If I'm not too busy or there's just a day off. So I'm not, offense. If there's a day off, I'm not doing a stream. This is part of my work time job, but I also have a bunch of work time job stuff to do. And that's all. It's really warm in here. I'm so sweaty and losing my mind, honestly. But yeah, genuinely always appreciate when everybody's really good and nice in the chat room, not being weirdos, not doing Streamlabs is free. Delvex Streamlabs is super free. There's some extra features that you have to pay for with Ultra and whatnot, but all the basic main stuff that you need to do streaming is all super free. Same with your ability to get tips. Streamlabs doesn't take anything off the top. You get all of your tips that are tipped. I don't really know what that means, but that sounds amazing to have a verified account with only 13 viewers. How do you even pull that off? But anyway, like I said, I appreciate everyone not doing the follow me and follow for follow and blah, 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 or just being weirdos trying to get me to say racist things in the chat. But yeah, have a great weekend. Download your OBS, whatchamacallit, plugins. If you use OBS, you can still use a lot of the Streamlabs features that aren't available in it. They've teamed up, and everything's synergized and works great together. And if you're not using anything yet, then there's just Streamlabs Desktop, Streamlabs Mobile, and I don't know. I find it makes everything super easy for me. For the most part, it's basically drag and drop. It's all just in there once you go to the sources, and you don't have to build everything out. You just drag and drop it. And if you have Ultra and what have you, then there's all kinds of other themes and stuff that Omar and Albert and Corbin and a whole just an assortment of artists all across the world making theme overlays and alerts and all that stuff. And it's all in there at the click of a mouse. At the simple clicking of a mouse. Oh. So hot. Genuinely, Ugh. Big giant ice pack on my back. It's not cold anymore. It hasn't been cold for a while. And the multi-stream is fantastic. You can do vertical, horizontal, just like an Outer Limits of your imagination going wild. I can't use words anymore. I swear. I promise. I'm dying from the heat right now. If you want to follow me in any way, shape, or form, on YouTube it's Mr. Cartoons, and Instagram it's Mr. Cartoons, and the logo looks like looks like that. My head with my cats inside. My head running my life. There's drawings and animations. Lots of stop motion action figures. You didn't even mention me, Stream. You always mention He-Man, nor me, Skeletor, nor Trapjaw, Merman. The list goes on, and you didn't mention us at all. I have fun with Skeletor. Made him a new sweater. Made him a new apartment. You can see that on my Instagram. But anyway, thanks again. Have a great week and a great weekend. I'm so terrible at ending these things. You're the worst at ending these things. Simply press the stream ending screen and then go to... while I'm talking. Then you go to the stream... Well, while I have things to say, then we go stream ending. Fine. Have it your way. And then press the stream end button. And then, drink a big pile of water. You literally had 2 sips of water this whole stream. It's your own fault, Sarah. Your own fault. You're not wrong, Kev. You're not wrong. Oh, there is a fan on me already. I just need to go to a different room that isn't this one. Thanks again, everybody. Red bean buttercream. Why can't I say bitter on the stream? I can't read. Dyslexia is ruining my life, and it's okay. Meow.